Alright, what is going on, guys? UsingActionzz here, and I'm finally doing the full analysis video on the Outlast Trials gameplay trailer. I am late to this because, as of lately, I've had a lot going on in life, and I've been taking a bit of a break from YouTube, but I was streaming the other night, and I asked you guys if you would still want to see me make a video like this, because, you know, a lot of other people have already made videos on it, and basically every one of you said yes, you would like to see a video from me on it, so that is what I am bringing you today. So without further ado, and hopefully not throwing my chair again, I present to you the Outlast Trials gameplay analysis.
Come on! I want you to know that you are safe. I'm your friend. Why did you come here? You presented yourself as able-bodied and eager to make improvements. Wicked child! But your behavior... Don't fight the process. I'll learn you! We're all working to unlock your potential. You can't hide from me. Your new self. A better self. A productive member of society. Thank you for volunteering for the therapy. We are all going to get better together.
So to start off, sadly the video is only 1 minute 32 seconds long. God forbid we get something over 2 minutes from this game, but nonetheless, in the beginning seconds we are told that the in-game footage is a work in progress and is not final. This being said, along with a 2022 release date, gives me anxiety on the daily. But anyways, let's move on. The video cuts into two guys running through what looks to be some kind of doll making facility with racks of doll heads everywhere. We can also see to the right of the screen that one of the test subjects didn't make it too far. We get to see that Red Barrel still implemented the looking behind you mechanic in the game, which is a must, let's be honest. To then reveal a literal freak of nature, a full unit of a man, chasing them down, yelling out the words, "Come on." As he gets closer, we can see him in more detail now. He looks to be standing much taller than the playable character here, who I'm just going to assume is about 6 feet tall, putting this man at probably around 7 feet tall, with shaggy hair, some mechanical pieces wrapped around his left arm and chest, and wielding an axe. And sadly for our playable character here, he gets way too familiar with the axe, getting slashed to the floor and finished off getting it plunged into his gut. A very good looking death animation, if I do say so myself. In the next scene we have what I believe is actually the lobby or waiting area, if you will, for the co-op feature in the game. We see some tables to sit at, a booth which reads a bingo fuel, some posters on the wall, and ceiling fans. This is a place where you're obviously supposed to feel somewhat safe along with the guard standing in the corner. But the main reason I believe this is the waiting area to begin the trials is because of the area on the far left side of the room. We see this machine later in the video as well, but above it reads 2SAS. Now I have no idea what that means, but it is obviously some kind of playable area. There are 4 openings for the 4 players to go to that area. Then a control panel in the front to work the contraption, I assume, along with a Murkoff logo in the middle for good measure. In the next clip we see what I presume to be a cell or holding area for the test subjects. We see the corner of a bed, a dresser with some clothes in it, a poster that reads Garage 666 in typical Outlast fashion, then also a desk with some books and a drink. Outside the window we see the letter and number B-1. Not sure what this exactly signifies yet, but there's obviously a reason that the subjects are split up into categories. Along with this scene we hear a voice over an intercom saying, "I want you to know that you are safe. I am your friend." Which for some reason, I don't know why or what it is, but I kind of feel like he's lying, maybe just a little bit. In the next scene we see a hallway with a doctor walking at the end of it. This is right outside the room we were just in, as you can tell from the B-1 on the wall to the left. And this goes on to prove that these are cells with matching doors and windows lining the hallway. Then we see a doctor looking at a clipboard, just doing some work, along with a security guard on the left. There's nothing else to really talk about in this scene, but I do believe that the door on the left does lead to the lobby area, which we just saw. Now here we get a good look at what takes the players to the playable area. On the pods going across, we see B1, B2, B3, and B4. I'm almost positive this has something to do with the holding cells. We then see them open up and prepare to send this batch of test subjects to the toy factory. And along with this scene, we hear a voice over the intercom say, "Why did you come here?" Possibly trying to make the test subjects believe it is their own fault for being in this place. In the next 5 scenes, I believe these are all showing off the playable area that is the toy factory, along with an absolutely terrifying character that I believe is none other than Mother Gooseberry. Along with the voice over the intercom saying, "You presented yourself as able bodies and eager to make improvements." Once again sounding like they are trying to brainwash the test subjects into believing it is their fault that they are here. We are able to get a really close look at Mother Gooseberry in this scene though. And out of everything there is to look at here, I can't help but notice that I can literally see her brain. Unless this is some kind of makeup or mask or design, I'm pretty sure she should not be up and walking right now. But to be fair, it is terrifying, and I can already tell you that I'm going to be seeing that damn puppet in my nightmares. In the next clip, I believe we see a grunt, which was teased a while back in some concept art. We see these guys many times throughout this trailer, actually alongside the main bosses, which I will point out. Also, along with the next frames, there is a bunch of text on screen. I'm not going to read this all, but thanks to Michael Strawn and his community, I will leave what it all says in the description of the video if you're interested in reading through it. We then see some corpses of the test subjects along with their night vision goggles, which of course is replacing the night vision camera in this game. A character is then sneaking around while the voice over the intercom once again comes through and proceeds to say, "Don't fight the process." Also, what is the deal with all the mannequins? Like, I know they're creepy and all, but like, I swear they're in like every other scene in this video. But anyways, moving on. We then get to see the first death animation in the trailer in third person, which is absolutely gruesome. I love it. And then after that, there's a really cool co-op mechanic that we get to see. It seems like you will have to help your teammate make jumps and I'm assuming boost them up places and all that. The voice over the intercom proceeds to say, "We are all working to unlock your potential." Now, at about 50 seconds into the trailer, we finally get to see the night vision in play, which it looks good in typical Outlast fashion, along with what I believe is one of the grunts. Our character is then kicking open a door, a new interesting gameplay mechanic, which reveals an enemy that is screaming, and you already know that's about to cause a lot of trouble. So in the next couple scenes, this is where I feel like the trailer lost some people. I've seen multiple messages saying that this isn't Outlast or this doesn't look like an Outlast game. And for the people who are saying that, I believe that this is a good thing, honestly, coming to switch the flow and add more to the franchise. But that is just my personal opinion, of course. But nonetheless, these scenes show the player being able to somewhat fight back. Whether that's throwing a bottle at an enemy or even placing down a mine, we are able to somewhat defend ourselves, which I really do like. It's honestly much more realistic in my opinion as well. Next we get to see our character getting tackled from what I believe is to be a grunt, but he was hiding in the locker to ambush us. This is honestly terrifying to know that the enemies can now do this and it's not just us hiding anymore. I swear when I'm playing this game and I go to hide in a locker, if that son of a bitch is occupied, whew, we're gonna have an issue. We then see the tank of a man I believe everyone calls Sledge. This was the guy we saw in the teaser trailer, and we also hear the intercom say, "A productive member of society." Once again to go with the whole brainwashing theme. So I'm really excited about this next character. We see a guy with a gas mask on shooting gas into the face of the character. Now I believe this gas makes you hallucinate because the next couple scenes that follow you are obviously not in your right mind. Once again a new interesting game mechanic that I can't wait to experience. A few more scenes show wrapping everything up as the voice says, "Thank you for volunteering for the therapy. We are all going to get better together." And why do I have a strong feeling we didn't volunteer? The camera then zooms out from a Murkoff and You poster to a man hanging from the ceiling, to then reveal that the game will be releasing sometime in 2022. And no, I'm not gonna throw my chair again. Outlast, let's go! Do we get a release date? 2022! 2022! Now I know that is a lot of information to process, but I had a great time breaking down this trailer, and as always, I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm sure I did miss some things, so if I did and you guys find them, feel free to discuss them in the comments section. I'd love to see what you guys come up with. I can't wait for the game to release and have a blast with it. Of course, a like on the video is always appreciated, and if you are new to my channel, it would mean a lot to me if you did subscribe. And with that being said, I will talk to you legends in the next video.
Used to fuck around in the nighttime. Used to feel like that shit was my lifeline. Yeah, we kept it cool, feeling so high. Young, so young.